Welcome students in e-learning classes of SST of class 7. In this session, we will discuss about the important terms of this chapter, that is the when, where and how. In first, number one, these is sources, because already we have to discuss about the sources in this chapter. There are the two types of the sources, literary sources and the archaeological sources. Literary sources, whatever we have got in a written form, that is got the literary sources, that is also has the type. Now the archaeological sources, it means the material in evidences, which evidences we have got in a form of the material, that is called the archaeological sources. Especially what is the definition of the sources, that is sources are the evidences of information, means that whatever thing we gave the information about the past event, that is called the sources, which have two parts. Next is the foreign account. Foreign account, court chronicles, these are the type of the literary sources, because in both of the foreign account and court chronicles, the writers and the authors written something about the India, about in a cultural condition, about the political condition, social condition, about the administration and about the rule of ruler, how many rulers ruled in that time. Number one, let's know the foreign account. Foreign account means the foreigner, those who have written about the India. Now the question is, who is the foreigner? Foreigner means how many foreign visitors, how many foreigners came to India to visit and to stay in the court of the ruler, and they written about the rulingship of that ruler. For an example, Niccolo Conti came to the rulingship of Krishnadev Raya in Vijayanagar kingdom, and Niccolo Conti continuously stayed in their kingdom and write about the rulingship of Krishnadev Raya, because the Krishnadev Raya was very famous ruler, and he in their rulingship the civilians and the public was very prosperous, and lot of developments was there, and everything was mentioned by Niccolo Conti in their writing about the political condition, economic condition, social condition, etc. Next is the court chronicles. Court chronicles means it is also the type of the writing which was done by the scholars about the rule of ruler. In that, each and every ruler were having the court poets, court writer. Among them, the one was the scholar. A scholar means those who was responsible only write about the rulingship of the ruler, that how the ruler ruled over the kingdom, how the ruler increased, extend their empire, how the ruler maintained the administration in their kingdom, how the ruler brought the prosperity for their public. Everything was written by the scholar in their writing. Means that whatever writing written by the scholar, especially about the rule of the ruler, that is called the court chronicle. Listen, court chronicle, there are the two words. Court means which was written about by court. Chronicles means how many events, how many informations was there. Everything was arranged according to the date wise, year wise. Next is the numismatic. Numismatic is the study of the coins. Study of the coins. What need we have the study of the coins? Because our archaeologists found the different type of the coins. Different type coins means they in that time the early man and the ruler used the different type of the metal to make the coins. That's why it is necessary to study about that. What metal they have to use and how they have to make the coins. Because the each and every ruler made written something also. Year written was there and some god and goddess picture was there. For an example, Samudragupta of the second ruler of Gupta dynasty, and he was issued a coin after getting the victory over the another empire. So how many coins issued by them, and it was the important things to study about that, because how many coins we have got, it is decided about the extended the empire, Gupta empire, which was extended by Samudragupta. Next is the epigraphy. Epigraphy is the study of the inscription. Inscription means the written record. To mean that when we will study about the written record of history, that is called the epigraphy. It is also the part of the history. History is also having the 3 and 4 and more part: archaeology, epigraphy, numismatic, and the different another. So in this we have to read, because in that time the special language was Persian, Arabic, Urdu and the Hindi, Sanskrit. That's why some different languages were there. So that's why how many rulers ruled there. These rulers ruled the different type of languages to maintain the court record and to maintain the court chronicle. That's why there we have to give a special name to this study, that is called the epigraphy. Next is the inscription. Inscription is a written record of royal orders. Especially about the royal order means that how many orders given by the rulers to give the donation and to making the administration into the villages, because in each and every ruler has so many villages under their kingdom. So that's why many of times ruler had a need to give an order to maintain the administration and to maintain the provide the prosperity to them and maintain, protect the village from the enemy. So in that time, whatever order issued by the ruler to the public and to the minister and to the nobles, these all orders are called the inscription, which we have got into the form of the inscription, written form. That's why a study of this inscription is called epigraphy. Next is there is a homework for all students. You have to fill up matching true false and pick the correct answer in your book. Now let's discuss the question and answer. Now very short question. There is a first question: which period in India history is termed as the medieval period? You have to write the answer. The answer from 700 AD to 1750 AD, it was a time of about 1100 years, called the medieval period. Second is name two categories of historical sources. Just I explained, there were the two types of the historical sources: archaeological sources and the literary sources. Next, what were the Baulis? In that time, the Baulis are like the pond which lad created by the ruler to preserve the water during the scarcity of the water. In that time, Gujarat and Rajasthan was a state where people were suffered the scarcity of water. That's why the rulers started to create the Bauli. Now this time it is a national monument. What is epigraphy? Already we discussed. Epigraphy is called the study of inscription. Next is what was writing done in the ancient period. Two types of the writings were done in the ancient period. That was the foreign accounts and the court chronicle. It is written in your important terms also. Now the short question. Number one, what are the court chronicles? And the other short questions we have already discussed in that video. Court chronicles are the writing which is written by the court scholars about the rule of ruler. For an example, Prithviraj Raso by the Chandra-Bardai. Chandra-Bardai not only was the friend of Prithviraj Chauhan, even the court poet of Prithviraj, and he was written of Prithviraj Raso. In that he explained everything about the administration, about the social, about the political and about the economic condition of the kingdom of Prithviraj. That's why he specially explained the ruled, how the Prithviraj ruled over the Delhi. It was explained in the Prithviraj Raso. That's why it is example of the court chronicle. Next is with the advent of the Muslim, which new type of food were introduced. Advent of the Muslim, when the Muslim invaded India, when the Muslim empire was introduced by Babur after the 1526 first battle of Panipat. They introduced a new food, that was the biryani, korma, pulao and the firni. Firni especially they have to be prepared at the time of the Eid celebration. Next is, which ports were the major center of internal and the foreign trade? They were the Bombay, Cochin, Mosilipatam, Surat, Gujarat, etc. These are the main, you have to write only these things. Now, the next question, write the names of any 5 dynasties ruled during the medieval period. Then you have to write in a year wise. Number 1, Turkey invaded India, first in Muhammad bin Qasim, and then the slave dynasty which was introduced by the Muhammad of Ghazni. Next is the Khalji dynasty, and then the Tughlaq dynasty, then the Lodi dynasty, and then the Mughal Empire. And last was, who were the court historians? Give 2 examples of their writing. Court historians were the authors, those who appointed by the ruler to record the events of their rule. These are the scholars. These are the part of these scholars. How many scholars appointed by the ruler in their court? Especially these rulers appointed to write and record the event. सिर्फ एक ही काम होता था, to arrange the event of the ruler, how many decisions have to taken by the ruler and how they have to take, everything they have to mention and record in a form of the book, and later this writing was called the inscription. And for an example, Abul Fazl was the court poet of Akbar. He had written Akbarnama and the Ain-e-Akbari. In the both of the book, Ain-e-Akbari was a part of the Akbarnama. Akbarnama was the biography which was written by the Abul Fazl. In that he had explained about the personal life and political life, social life, economic life, and the administration life of the Akbar. You all have to write the all questions very short in your notebook and fill up true false matching and take the correct answer. You have to solve in book.